Dave. Oh, I ate too much Thanksgiving bird. I mean, human. Are you watching this Justin News? You should be. Oh, Dave. The show's about to start. Where are you, Dave?
I'm over here.
Dave, come on. You gotta announce who's on the show.
Okay, I'll be right there.
It's this Justin News Comedy Club show with your very special guest stars, DeAnn Alaine, Ritu Tirthani, Safi Alam, Trish Sulivan, Curt-Seablom, and your headliner, PJ King. And now, without further ado, the master of ceremonies, the man who created this Justin News and this comedy club I'm living under, Aaron! Yay! Yay! Do I get paid? Someone set me up a Venmo account so I can get paid. I can't live on coffee and donuts alone.
All right, guys. Welcome to this Justin News Comedy Club show. This is a great show. Thank you, Dave. And I wish I could him more than coffee and donuts, but he is a puppet of the system. I'm not quite sure how that works, but he doesn't get paid like he should. Oh, what a week it's been, hasn't it? It was Turkey Day. You know, that was great. You know, that was awesome. I don't know about you, but I had my fill of turkey. Oh, yeah. And then we finally ate. Oh, it was great. I hate when politics get into the holiday dinner. I'll tell you that. That's enough for me. I'm full. Thank you very much. I've had too many months of that. Thank you. Oh, yeah. I'm too far away from my family. They're in Idaho, so I had my dinner at my in-laws, so that was always fun. Yeah, but that's okay. At least we made gingerbread houses. I made the most original gingerbread house. Mine was crumbled, so I made it look like a house that got hit, that was in Iowa, that got hit by a tornado and caught on fire. And you know what? Progressive denied my claim. Thanks, Progressive. If you're thinking about getting, I'm just saying, they don't cover gingerbread houses. Oh, it's going to be, I love you guys so much. I don't know about you, but I'm proud of my heritage. I'm part Bohemian, part British, and all bullshitter. I know. I will get started pretty soon, but people are complaining that I pause too much for dramatic effect. It's just so you can understand the words I'm conveying, which is crap. Oh. All right, guys. Yeah, I won't take up much more of your time here. I love to get to our first comedian. Our first comedian is from Orlando, Florida. Please welcome to the stage, DeAnn Alaine. Yay!
Hey! Oh my gosh! Thanks for having me. I'm so happy to be here. And when I think about happy people like me, I have to think for a moment that I have been discriminated against for being a happy person. It's so tough. You'd be surprised how many people don't like happy people. Sometimes I'm like my own minority, like an endangered species, right? Like seeing me at the zoo. At our facility, we are the proud home of the Western lowland gorilla, the Amazon pink river dolphin, and on your left, a happy woman in her natural habitat, grazing on cotton candy, turning clouds into animal figures, watching when sharks attack. I assure you, the only one of her kind. Right? Do you know how hard it is to have a linguistic society for happy people with just one person? It's tough. So I don't know if you've really thought about it like this, but there are places where happy people just aren't welcome, like hospitals, police stations, at the scene of a fire. And I just think, oh, it's so bright. I just get so excited. Yeah, that's not really the right time or place for that. Huh. It's just a thing, I guess. I'm not allowed at funerals anymore, which really doesn't make sense. I mean, you think that you'd want the annoying happy people away from everyone else, right? You want them around the dead people. Because personally in my life, I haven't ever come across a dead person say, oh my gosh, here comes DeAnn. She's so happy. You know it's fake. Oh my gosh. Right? I've never had anyone dead chase me down the hall in the first place, but I'm just saying it seems like that's the place you would want all of the happy people to go. But you know what? Don't even get me started with church people. Now, I love church. I go to church. But this happens to me, right? I'm entering the front part of the church where there's greeters standing out there. And, you know, they have these signs now that say air hugs only. Oh, that's so much fun. And because that's just so much fun. So I'm coming in, and this nice lady says to me, oh, hi, we're so glad you're here. How are you doing today? And I'm like, you know, I've had a really awesome week. I'm so jazzed. I'm so happy. And she's like, oh no, you're not happy. What? You have joy. No, you're not happy. You've got joy. And I smile, and I'm thinking, I would really like to take that nice sign with air hugs only and do something so special with it. And then my joy really will be complete. But I don't believe in assault, at least on church property. So that doesn't go well. But I do. I love church people. I love church, and I'm a good Christian girl. I read my Bible, and I want to sing a song about some of my favorite Bible stories. I'm so excited. Okay. Moses went to Egypt to deliver all his folks. He spoke to the Pharaoh and said, let my people go. They started on a big old trip, stranded by the water. The Pharaoh followed after them. He should have never bothered. Now they're all dead, dead, dead. They're all dead. They ain't breathing anymore. Ain't no thoughts running through their heads, 'cause they're all dead. Daniel was a brilliant man. The king called him by name. These other dudes got mad at him and tried to bring him shame. They blackmailed him and had him thrown in a den with lions. Their plan backfired, and soon they'd be pushing up dandelions. Now they're all dead, dead, dead. They're all dead. They ain't breathing anymore. Ain't no thoughts running through their heads, 'cause they're all dead. Sing it with me. Yeah, I ain't breathing anymore. Ain't no thoughts roaming through their heads, 'cause they're all dead. They're all They're all dead. Thanks, that's my time.
All right, let's give a big round of applause to DeAnn Alaine. And where can we find you on social media?
Well, you can find me on Facebook at DeAnn Alaine, and of course, Instagram, DeAnn Alaine 327, in case you wanted to know my birthday, and some future dates and future things to come.
Awesome. Thank you so much, DeAnn Alaine. I don't know. I've never broken up so much on a song. I think Weird Al Yankovic better watch out. There's someone coming up right behind him. They're all dead. I am going to be singing that, and my wife's going to go, "What the heck have you been listening to?" And I'm like, "My show? Come on." Oh, that was terrific. I didn't know. I heard that song before, but it was so much better just live. I'll tell you that right now, guys. That was awesome. Thank you so much. Woo! I needed that laugh. That was great. What a way to kick off the show, right? A little bit of musical and just thinking about them all dead. I have no idea. All right. Oh, this segue is going good, isn't it? All right. So our next comedian coming up to the stage, she's been on the show. This is her second time on the show, by the way. She's in Nashville, Tennessee. Please give a big round of applause for Ritu Tirthani. Yay! Woo!
Ooh, hello, American citizens. How are you guys doing?
All right.
Great. I'm going to be a citizen soon. I'm on all the dating apps. All right. I'm actually here to tell you guys the biggest decision. I am doing this. I am upgrading my God level, switching from Indian God to Jesus. Indian gods are overweight. You guys have a good looking, hot Jesus God? And also because I love unlimited bread and wine. That was a new punchline on that joke. Kind of worked. Okay.
Yeah.
I do comedy as a side hustle. Being a comedian has made me realize I want to give up on being a vegetarian. 2 attention-seeking skills should not be in one person. All right. Well, I'm back in the dating world. I went on a date last week, and this guy was like, "Hey, I like you. Do you want to come over, watch Netflix and chill?" I was like, I don't do Netflix and chill dates. I know what American men want. But if you have Amazon Prime, I'm up for casual sex. I'm new to American dating. I think a lot about my sexual fantasies. I have this wildest sexual fantasy to make love to an American man with no student loan debt. No, it's going to be a fantasy for a while. All right, well, these are jokes, but in reality, I live in Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm dating a guy in Columbia, Tennessee. I never thought I'll have to cross 3 Cracker Barrels to find love. Talking about dating and sex, we don't have sex education back in India, but I still somehow know how to fake it. Some people got these jokes. Okay, who votes these jokes for good? Well, who votes these jokes for not good? Well, your votes naturally don't count. You're in America.
Yeah.
All right, I have a question for you guys. Is anyone looking to buy brown parents? I'm selling mine.
Oh.
Yeah, I tried to sell them on RugHub, but no luck. My parents have a basic common love story. My mom loves my dad, and my dad loves alcohol.
Ooh.
My dad is a big believer in karma. He said I got divorced because I made fun of someone's divorce. Well, I learned my lesson. I make fun of rich people now. All right. Well, English is my second language, so I try to work on the language a lot. Tell me if this synonym I've gotten is right. Synonym of stalking your ex. My American friend told me it was looking for closure. Is that right? All right. I'm still looking for a second funny example, so we'll end this English lesson for now. I don't like the way Indian people are greeted in America. Like if I see an American, I'll be like, hey, how are you doing? But if an American sees me, he's like, oh my God, I love Indian food. Don't do that to us. From next time, if I see an American, I'll be like, oh my God, US healthcare sucks. All right, I feel like you guys love the American jokes, so we will keep those going. I think Americans are cool people, but you guys have some weird hobbies, like blessing people when they sneeze. Why this discrimination? Why not bless people when they fart? Why not? And paying for running and calling it marathon. You guys know you can run for free, right? Just this comic said, hey, keep a balance between Indian and American jokes so they don't feel like they're the target. But hey, we all know who the target is, Mexicans, right? Yeah, I can do that joke, people. That's called brown privilege. And you know what? I will end on this one. That's it. Thank you. Thanks.
All right. Thank you so much. Let's give a big round of applause for Ritu Tirthani, guys. And where can we find you on social media?
Facebook, the same name, and Instagram, Ritu_miles_away. I couldn't think of a worse one. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Ritu. You're so awesome. Yeah, you know what? You can run for free. In fact, I run my dogs all the time because I need the exercise because, well, COVID's closed all the gyms, of course, right? Mm-hmm. And so here I am jogging with my Australian Cattle Dog Border Collie mix who can't stop being run. He can't stop. He's always on. He's always on. And I have a beagle on the other side. So I'm just running down the street with them. And next thing I do, I'm like this. Oh, I have to sniff something, Dad. Okay. Now the Border Collie's pulled me 6 times because he's false started going to the bathroom. 6 times. 6 times. He hasn't decided where to poop yet. But hey, let's just jerk Dad's arm out of socket for about 5 or 6 times, all right? Let's go. So I am getting exercise, just not the right direction, okay? Oh, this is terrible. All right, thank you so much. All right, so next up to the stage is a winner of my show called Bombing Run, and that is a game show I host on Fridays, and I put 3 comedians against each other, and we see who has the best set of that night for those comedians. And I always have a mysterious judge. And this person has not only won once, now he's won twice. So please welcome to the stage, Safi Alam from Buffalo, New York. Yay!
What's going on, everybody? That's right, I'm reporting to you live from Buffalo, also known as the Ghetto, Canada. People call it the Ghetto, Pennsylvania, but I think that's just borderline too far, okay? But you know, I'm glad to be here. I had a bit of a scare last night. I had some chest pain, some trouble breathing, muscle fatigue, headache, and it wasn't COVID. I just got tired of carrying my girlfriend's Black Friday purchases. She got like all this clothes. But COVID's really changed the way I see the world, you know, because I don't see the glass half empty or half full. I just see backwashing cooties. But, you know, COVID's made me realize I'm very unhealthy. You know, I went to the doctors, you know, I was like, tell me, doc, what kind of shape am I in? He was like, well, you look like a circle. You know, we're trying to get you to an oval shape, you know, slim you down a little on the edges. You know, we'll get you there. Not what you want to hear. You know who I blame? I blame McDonald's. Okay, because McDonald's makes it too easy to be unhealthy. It's the only place where you can spend less money on your food than you would parking, you know? And then we wonder why the ice cream machine is always down. And is it just me? Is it just me? I sound a little crazy, but are they going too far with the plexiglass? Like, there's plexiglass between the counters. There's plexiglass between every other seat. It's like you'll order, like, can I just get a burger? Yeah, you could just pick your food up to your left. Thank you. You know, then you escape the crazy house of plexiglass. And now, even crazier, they have all the workers wearing the salad bar for your face, the face shield, you know, thing that comes up. And it's like, what's the point of doing that? It's the dumbest thing I could have imagined. It's like, at this point, you might as well invest in the sandwich gloves with no fingers and hand sanitizer that kills 0.1% of germs. I'm thinking about it. You know, I prefer to take out. I just feel like it's so much easier now. Yeah, me and my girlfriend, we just do dining. You know, I actually believe women shouldn't pay for dinner. That's another thing. You know, I believe it's a man's job to pay for dinner. I say that because it's about paying it forward. It's been a woman taking care of me my whole life. That's right. Her name is Rebecca Flowers. She lives in Beverly Hills and has no idea I'm charging her credit card. We're on the down low. If anything, I'm helping her build her FICO credit score, okay? She's at like a 900 now. But you know, my birthday's coming up, so I'm excited for that. January 1st. That's right, New Year's baby. You know, there's a lot of benefits to having a birthday on January 1st. Like, for one, it's a celebration every single year. Nobody forgets my birthday. And I can forget the mistakes of the night of, because that's last year's mistakes, baby. It's the new year. But, you know, this year's going to be a little shaky because, you know, COVID. I don't really know what things are going to look like in the near future. But I do know one thing. One thing is my birthday wish and my New Year's resolution are going to be exactly the same. Survive. Survive. You know, I feel like a lot of people are taking advantage of this lockdown. We got to give credit where credit is due. I think Trump is doing a good job right now. He's going to build his presidential library, and it'll be the first library full of lies he's tried to bury. Like networking. But, you know, we can't really get mad at Trump. I'm not a Trump supporter, but we can't really get mad at Trump because 4 years ago, it was the same narrative, just flipped. Democrats were saying he stole the election. Some Democrats went as far as to say, I think we should put a wall between Democrats and Republicans, but if we did, we wouldn't know what's going on the other side. And I was like, have you considered investing in plexiglass? I can get you some. I have a credit card I could use. Time. Thank you.
All right, let's give a big round of applause for Safi Alam, guys. And where can we find you on social media, Safi?
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube at safiacomedy.com. Safi Comedy, just Safi Comedy.
All right, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm just, you know, that's great. Oh, I forgot I put plexiglass in my comedy club here. It's kind of hard to get out of here now. Thank you, Safi. I'm so scared of catching the corona. I've just got plexiglass everywhere. Or, as you said, the salad bar for your face. Whoever thought those sneeze guards were working at the salad bar anyway? Really? You think that stopped that salad bar from getting the mucus on it? No. All you can eat salad bar. Very viral. Yeah, not even interested. All right. Oh, thank you so much. You know what? We have a great comic coming up, and I've watched her on a show called Backline, and she's so awesome on there, and I'm so happy she said yes to being on this show. So I want everyone to please welcome from Chicago, Illinois, Trish Sulivan. Yay!
Hey, everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in Chicago, and recently they They tightened down on restrictions because of COVID. So I've been thinking about COVID a lot. And I have some ideas and some advice I'd like to share. A lot of people have talked about showering and bathing and the struggle they've had with remembering to do it or doing it at all. And why should I bother? And when did I shower? Was it, I don't remember. If you don't remember when you last took a shower or a bath, it is time for you to take a shower or a bath. You smell bad for sure, but you're gonna get a rash. So just take your damn shower. The corollary to this is some advice my brother gave me once. It's the best advice he ever gave me. He said, when somebody offers you a breath mint, take it. And it's just good advice. He told me that right after he offered me a breath mint, and I said, no, thank you. So
that's great.
So I learned. I've also learned that you can have agoraphobia, which is the fear of going out in public places, and claustrophobia, which is the fear of small places, at the same time, if you sprinkle in just a little bit of germophobia. So I've managed to do that. And by the way, Safi, I have been in my apartment since March. I have not been in another building since March. So really, thank you so much for explaining about the plexiglass, because I literally have no idea what it's like out there. Thank God for Instacart. I mean, be starving to death. I had planned on going to Italy this time of year, like a year and a half ago. I was like, let's go to Italy. That would be fun. I don't even go to my laundry room. I don't think I'm ever going to Italy or anywhere else ever. So I've noticed that the countries that are doing the best with COVID are the ones that have women as leaders. Iceland's done pretty well. Germany's done, they're not doing as well as they used to, but they did pretty well. New Zealand, they have a woman prime minister who was just reelected in a landslide. They've had 2,000 cases and only 125 deaths since March. Like 2 weeks ago in Illinois, we had 15,000 cases and 145 deaths in a day. So I think New Zealand is on the right track. But I think this all shows that we need more women in leadership roles. And to that end, I'm volunteering to be queen. I'm going to take care of COVID and get rid of it here in the States and like everywhere if I can. And then I have a couple of decrees I'm going to enact. First of all, your diet should be seen and not heard. Nobody cares what you're eating. Nobody knows what keto is except for you. Nobody wants to know. I know that your diet makes you feel good about yourself. Do you know what makes me feel good? Masturbating. So I promise I won't tell you how many times a week I'm changing the batteries in my vibrator if you'll stop talking to everybody about your personal relationship with kale.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now my other decree that I have ready to go day one about avocados. From now on, when you go into stores, avocados will be in 3 bins. Ready today, ready in 2 days, ready in 4 days. Because with avocados, you never know what you're going to get. They're kind of like men in that regard. They're either too hard or too soft, and they're perfect for like 15 minutes. And if you miss that window, you're screwed, or you're not, depending on the age of the guy. So I'm going to leave you with this. So you're probably really surprised to hear I'm single. I have 2 sisters who are married. One's married to a guy named Biff, and the other is married to a guy named Spike. No fooling, my brothers-in-law are Biff and Spike, 1980s movie villains. So according to family tradition, I can't get remarried until I find a guy with a really bad nickname. So if you know any Trays or Skips or Chips, please keep them the hell away from me because I'm not going back. I'm Queen Trish. Have a great night.
All right, let's give a big round of applause for Trish Sulivan, guys.
Great
Oh
job.
my gosh. You know what? And I will accept you as our leader, Queen Trish. I mean, Your Highness, please take over this country and get it right on the tracks. Please, I'll take that any day right now. And where can we find you on social media?
Well, you can find me in 2 places on Instagram. I'm this.trish, like you can see over one of my shoulders. And also Hot in Here Comedy on Instagram and on Facebook.
All right. Thank you so much, Trish. That was so awesome. All right. And yes, I hope she becomes a leader, because at this point, maybe you should just, have a coup, because apparently we have a cuckoo in office. Oh, I did. Did I say that out loud? Oh, no. I am not a cuckoo. I am a sane mind. Oh, sorry. Trump showed up. I'm sorry. This just happens once in a great while. I just channel Trump and I just make him sound like he is. Crazy. All right. Thank you so much, Trish. That was awesome. All right. You know what? Our next comedian is from California. You guys can tell me to quit singing anytime now. All right. Please welcome to the stage, Curt-Seablom. Yay!
Hey guys. So since Thanksgiving a couple of days ago, I started getting back in track, started running a lot. I don't know if you can tell from the Zoom camera, but I've already lost full custody of my kids. Yeah, it's still familiar territory for me. I grew up in a broken home. My dad wasn't around. My mother, I didn't realize at the time, but she had a problem. She was out all night. She would just come home to sleep. It landed her in the hospital a couple of times, and it was a couple of years before I realized what was really going on. She was an emergency room nurse and working nights. That makes sense now. But anyways, so I got my kids part-time, and when I have them, I love doing all kinds of things. Like one of the things I love doing with them is launching rockets. Now, I got 5 kids, and 4 of them are girls. So that's a lot of pink rockets. Guys, if you think rockets look phallic before, just imagine Dad going to a field with 5 pink rockets. Not a good look. My 13-year-old, she said to me, she said, "Dad, are we allowed to just launch rockets here in this empty field? I mean, isn't this against the law?" I said, well, technically it's against the law, but it's for science, so it's all right. I said, "Oh, like Korea." It's like, oh. Yeah, we don't listen to NPR anymore. I really miss All Things Considered. Yeah, and the rockets launch about 1,000 feet up, and I try to go and chase them first before the girls go, because I want to make sure they're not going to find anything like like condoms or needles. I mean, not everyone's in the field for science. And I can just imagine finding a condom and be like, "Look at this real small parachute." Like, first of all, that's probably not a small parachute. It's probably a normal size parachute. Now we got to burn your eyes and hands. So one of the cool things too now, like you guys heard that China just is sending a mission to the moon to collect rocks and stuff like that. That's so cool, because I grew up in the 80s and it was just Russia and US. It was very space racist, very white. Now we've got all these countries getting involved in the space race. It's so cool. I'm really excited to see things like maybe Africa might have like a giraffe pattern rocket, or Norway might have some wood grain, like a dragon head, like a Norse ship, in Norway. Or like maybe in Korea, like if Kim Jong-il gets sick again, his sister takes over. Maybe we'll see some pink rockets. Huh? We'll have to see, But I love having my kids, and one one of the things I did when I was a kid though, we'd watch a show on TV like Cowboys and Indians, and go outside and just play guns, or we'd watch Godzilla and we'd go out and set up our army men in the yard and just go start kicking them and saying, "You're gonna have longer than expected wait times in the VA clinic." We were monsters, but we were pragmatic, Yeah. But I live about 2 hours north of LA, and one of the things I miss is I used to go to Hollywood and do what's called clapping for money, where you go on game shows that don't have enough people, and you clap for money like a trained seal. Now, it's not a bad gig; it's like $50, but when you're getting into the studio, you're putting this little holding pen, and you got to wait there to be ushered in. And I remember there's this guy in front of me. He said to security, he's like, "Security, I got to go to the bathroom. Can you just let me in?" I can't do it. You gotta wait. He starts walking away, and all of a sudden she stops. She says, "Hey, bathroom man, come with me." And I look to the person behind him. I'm like, "Bathroom man? I miss the old Avengers, Bathroom man, escrow man, Gary Coleman.
Oh.
You guys have a great night."
All right, let's give a big round of applause for Curt-Seablom, everyone. Yay! And where can we find you on social media, Kurt?
Facebook is CurtSeablomcomedy, and on Instagram, it's CurtSeablom.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, I do miss the old Avengers. When they get to Toilet Paper Man and Quarantine Man, it's just getting kind of, they're kind of getting played out, I think. They're running out of ideas for characters. I mean, COVID Man, really? Do we need COVID Man? No, we don't need COVID Man. Thank you so much. Marvel, come up with some new ideas, would you? Oh, I miss the movies, though. I really do miss those movies. Now I'm just watching them at home like I normally did, pirated. I mean, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Oh, no, I'd take it as you want there. All right. Okay. You know what? We've had a great show tonight. We have so many great comics. And now we're up to our headliner. And this guy I've known for a long time, for the last 5 minutes. So awesome. I'm kidding. I've known this guy for a while, and he's such a great guy. He's a great dad and a great husband to his wife. And he's even a better comic. So please welcome to the stage from Boston, Massachusetts, PJ King. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. First off, let's give it up one more time for AA Ron. Come on, don't be shy. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Oh.
Because to give it up for the host, round of applause feels just as good as one meant for me. Hold on. Sorry, I'm just trying not to break my product placement contract. Okay, I was a tattoo artist for 15 years before I started comedy. And when people hear that, they're like, "Oh, why don't you tell more jokes about tattooing?" Okay, so real quick, round of applause. Who here can relate to working in a tattoo shop? That's exactly why I don't do it. All right. But I still draw with colored pencils when I can. And I'm always looking for like a better way to sharpen my pencils. And I may not be like really, really good at it, but I get the point. But then when people find out I'm a comic, they're like, "Ooh, you're a comic? Tell me a joke, like right now on the spot." So instead I ask them what they do for a living. It's like, "Oh, you build houses? Okay. I know you don't have like a hammer and nails or like land to build on, but if you build me a house, I'll make fun of it." I don't know if you can tell by my face if I get real close. I have what's called Bell's palsy. It gives you stroke face. But without the brain damage, So it's like diet stroke. It comes with all that stroke flavor, minus the street cred, the bragging rights, the super convenient parking spots. It's definitely not like an ice cold regular stroke, but it fucks up your face a bit. Oh my God, it messes up your face a bit.
Oh.
Diet stroke. I'm trying to PG my set for tonight. Oh God. All right, I'm gonna show my age here. Those pants, those pants that girls wear that say "juicy" across the butt are this generation's bum equipment sweatshirts. If anybody was hip to that, we can throw that joke away. This is worthwhile here. I'm not. Recently, I started learning from my mistakes. For example, I make a lot of mistakes, and now I know that. I'm definitely, look, I'm not definitely the type to knock on wood, but this morning I got the worst splinter, and I'm ready to talk so much smack. Like, take your wood and go screw. That's my new vibe. Wood knocked. Ever heard the phrase jump to conclusions? Like, don't jump to conclusions. Well, jumping to conclusions has much worse consequences. Jumping to conclusions has much worse consequences if you have severe depression and you're already on the edge. This guy. All right. The best part of being a male comic is getting the opportunity to meet lots of female comics and hear them talk about all the musicians that they want to get with. All right, I feel like my time's getting short, but real quick, do I have anything like 5 minutes? Oh my God, this is a 10-minute show. Hell yes. Okay, I'm in a group chat with a German girl, a Scottish guy, and a daily reminder that every other country speaks better English than America. But my life is pretty boring now because I'm married. That's a great. I love that reaction. My wife and I sleep like back to back, but we have like an arsenal by the bed, you know, like for robbers and stuff. And that's exactly what I tell her. The truth is, I keep weapons by my side of the bed because she's a crazy redhead and I'm really good at pushing people's buttons.
Believe that.
Fun fact though, this morning my wife made some wicked awesome pancakes. #WAP. But marriage is a team sport, you know what I mean? Like, it's give, it's a little bit of take. It's so whatever money I make, I share with her. Just like whatever money she makes. No, actually, that's a bad example. It's like this. If I controlled our finances, I would buy like video games and bouncy castles and all that jazz. When she controls it, we do boring stuff like feed the kids. But let's get vulnerable. Here are some of my thoughts on being married. Oh shoot! Wait, I'm sorry. That last one crossed the line. I think TMI. Too much. My bad. But some of them were definitely winners. I have kids. At least one of them is wicked. Inflicted in the head. It's hard to tell when it's just like kids being kids, or if it's inflicted psychological damage. Like I have a 1-year-old, and like he eats his whole dinner, and then sticks his fingers down his throat and throws it up.
Whoa.
Which is probably just weird kid stuff, right? But then afterwards he looks at you and smiles. Like, with this creepy ass smile. Like, and I'm just like calculating the therapy bill slowly, but like, what am I doing to this kid? But recently I've passed the point of no return as a parent, where Baby Shark distracts my kid enough to shut him up, and I can still sing along with it without wanting to eat a bullet. But I'm not an idiot. Like, I know the bullet's not far off. I didn't say who it was going to. No, I love my kid. Being a stay-at-home dad forces you to be creative with discipline. And like, look, moms all this time have had just wait till your father hears about this, right? And it can kind of, keep the kid in line. But when I say, wait till your father hears about this, that gets a reaction. But like fear, like I'm not a fan of fear. I like how most people's fears is, I feel like most people's fear is just a marketing scheme so that big pharma can sell you more Xanax. Like, it's just real if you believe in it, like the Easter Bunny, or staying just friends with an ex. Like it's all in the hype, right? Like it's all in the name. Like murder hornets, terrifying, right? But say we call them murder wasps, way less scary. I hear murder wasps, and all I can picture is like high-strung, undersexed sociopaths from Connecticut with old money and a bone to pick with your manager. All right, I'm at the end, so this is we'll close with this. All right, I want to talk about a little about freestyle rapping. Comedy, like I said, is about sharing vulnerabilities. And that being said, I'm a pretty decent rapper. So I'd like to bust out a little something for you. If anybody can give me a beat, anyone? If not, I'll go a cappella. I'm cool. Look at that jazz, man. Like, you can't even see the tape. We got the bow on top and everything. I'm the illest white rapper. My mom actually taught me how, and this is a little something I like to call stage presence.
Oh.
2 steps, fulfill my contract. Thank you for having me on, Aaron. My Twitter, my Instagram is my name, The Real PJ Keen. Facebook, just, I don't know, find me.
Find you. All right. Thank you so much.
I love all of you. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, you know what, PJ? I'm so happy you're on tonight, and I'm glad you did another 5 minutes on top of the 5 minutes you were doing.
I was like, oh crap, I'm running out of time. I had like a whole lot more.
Oh, that's okay. I love you. And you know what? The product placement's awesome. Thank you so much, PJ. You're rocking the TGIN stuff. Look at that mug. I'm going to have some mugs made so you can have them official TGIN mugs. That'll be awesome.
I'm a huge supporter of Aaron. That's why. Aaron, he works so hard for us comics. And he's one of my best friends, not only in comedy, but in life.
You're too kind, PJ. You're my friend too, and you know how much I love you. And you know what? We have each other's backs, and and everybody here. You know what? You've been on this show. If you need to be on this show again, and you want to work up some new material, talk to me. I don't bite very
I'm
hard.
like, wait, no, I gotta talk to you first. No, I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron, I love you, buddy. It was a great show. Thanks for having us. Thanks
All
for having
right. Thank you so much, PJ. All right. And I want to thank everyone that was on this show tonight. I want to thank DeAnn
You too.
Alaine, Ritu Tirthani, Safi Alam, Trish Sulivan, CurtSeablom, and of course, PJ King. And I want to thank the man behind the curtain. If you haven't seen him yet, he's on the show. Let's give a big round of applause. Put yourself on spotlight. Jared Johnson! Yay! Woo, he makes this look
Thank you,
seamless. He
Jared.
makes it look like I don't have to hunt for everybody's video clip when I'm doing this stuff. And I did that on Bombing Run last night, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm thankful I have a producer on this show. All right. Thank you so much. And I want to thank the Zoom audience tonight for being here. You guys were awesome. I heard your laughter. I really appreciate you being here. And we will have a show next Saturday. So we'll have a Bombing Run winner on next Saturday because we had one last night. They're a great comic. Can't wait to see them do a 5-minute set on this show. And, you know, we'll have some fun. Now in December, it's going to get a little weird because Christmas is coming and parties are coming, and you got to be socially distanced for parties. So I might not be close to the mic at that couple weekends. So, what are you going to do, family? What can I do about family? Okay, never mind. Thoughts to myself, yeah.
I feel like he was looking for a murder plan.
Do you have one by the side of your bed?
Oh.
But that was the show for tonight. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned next week at the same time. This is going on YouTube, so you're going to see a replay. So thank you so much for watching on YouTube if you didn't watch it live. And this has been an oddly funny production. Good night, everybody.
This has been an oddly funny production.